my YouTube side. But yeah, there you go. I'm gonna stream this game, and either I'll play with y'all, or like probably play with my friends and my brother. Dude, like I don't know who it is, but like somebody's been playing music all day, just like pumping next door. Absolutely insane, dude. I don't know if they're playing the music right against my fucking bedroom door or some shit, but it's insane, dude. I need to play Elden Ring. Elden Ring is already super cooked, you know. Great game for real, dude. Weirdest thing to me is how there's preset classes, very different than Elden Ring. Yeah, exactly. That's one thing that I'm very interested in checking out. Like, how does it play out, right? Like, you obviously get like a very specific play style when you play a specific class, and when you're fighting the boss, maybe there are different ways. And the ultimates don't have those in Elden Ring. Oh yeah, Elden abilities. I mean, I don't know much about this game, chat. Part 1. Limveld.
Once a country that thrives.
Oh, this technically still feels like an extension of Elden Ring, you know?
Thanks to the power of God.
Dude, chat. Y'all can hear the mic. Y'all can actually hear it through my mic, chat. Y'all can hear the bump? That's crazy, dude. Who the fuck's playing music like this, chat? Jesus Christ, man. Welcome back, Alok. Welcome back. We're looking at Elden Ring Night Rain, which is a game that we plan to stream later on this year. Well, not later on this year. Later on this month, because it comes out this month. Probably be playing it with some friends, and we'll be streaming it. It'd be fun.
Limbo is now nearing its end. Gradually,
This game fucking cooks, though, chat.
that has saturated the land. You will be deployed to Limbo to hunt the Night Lords as a level 1 character.
Okay, so you do have a
You
level.
won't stand a chance against that type of overwhelming power. You must gain the strength to survive by moving swiftly and skillfully. It's up to you to choose your route within the limited time you have before night falls.
So yeah, roguelike limited time, he said?
And level up.
Sounds like a tutorial type shit to
Search
me.
for treasures, weapons, and items. Infiltrate bases guarded by soldiers to gather information.
Dude, this game is so
from
gas, chat.
operational maps.
The world is beautiful. So any in-world game I'm gonna play, yo, for real, dude. They've got like beautiful designs, chat. You got AC/DC as your neighbors. Hey, yo, dead ass, bro. You heard that shit. You heard it. And they stopped. Look. They stopped playing music. I don't know what happened. Or maybe the DJ is not that good at linking music, chat. But they fucking stopped, which is kind of weird. A dude tuned into the stream for real, dude. It's insane. The bump in the back, dude. Jesus Christ. Let's keep watching.
Enemies, wandering the land and lurking in heavily infested fortresses to obtain equally
Damn.
powerful.
I mean, at least the enemies that we're fighting doesn't seem too different from the ones that we already fought. Then it gets louder. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking jinxing myself here, dude. They might start again, but it's 9 already, dude. It's it's gonna be quiet hours soon. They might go out. It might have been like a, oh shit, let's fucking pregame in the apartment type shit, and they plan to go out. It is a Saturday night, chat. It feels like, I don't know why, but today feels a lot like whatchamacallit, like a Sunday night for me. I don't know why. I always feel like I have to wake up and go to work tomorrow. I don't know why. But it's not. It really isn't. It's Sunday. And even if it is, I don't wake up that early. Chat. You're gonna make your walls collapse? No. The apartment that I live in used to be a warehouse. It's like a warehouse converted into a loft apartment type shit, you know? So it's pretty good. Real? A lock? Yeah. Not good, man. I mean, this is the first time that I've heard people like just fucking bump music like this next to me. So, you know, I'm not complaining. And chat, you guys gotta understand, man. Sometimes I be yelling. I be yelling into the mic well into the midnight. Chat. I don't give a fuck. You know. That's also a thing, man. I stream and I like I yell into my mic. You know, I play horror games and shit, right? And I get excited, I get enthusiastic about certain things, and I yell. I get loud too, so I can't complain, chat, you know.
Your character's skills.
As long as it's not like 1 or 2 a.m. and it's still bumping, then I think I wouldn't be the only person that's still having problems with it. You know what I'm saying? It's probably pre-gaming. Yeah, exactly. It's probably pre-gaming. You know, let people have their pre-game chat, you know? They're going to go out soon anyway, right?
Playstyle and traits should guide your priorities.
Ugh, look at those teeth.
The layout of Limbo will change each time you visit. With every expedition, bases,
You should have me as a neighbor. You would be hearing me blowing a trumpet. Oh, fuck you,
types
dude.
of enemies, chest rewards, and other features of the field will fluctuate. Sometimes your exploration may be interrupted by enemy ambushes.
Damn. God damn.
You may encounter
Oh shit, it's the same dude that we fought in the first Elden Ring. But now we're pulling up with 3 people.
Changes can also appear, like erupting volcanic craters bubbling with lava, or dark forests shrouded with corruption. that rots
Interesting.
anyone who dares
Do we get a new map, or is this gonna be the
in this
same map?
constantly changing world. You will face new choices.
I'm in a jazz band, dude. Dead ass. Respect, dude. But the trumpet, I never see you as a trumpet boy. You know what I'm saying? I think Limveld, this section is a new area. It does sound like it is a new area. Is it crazy how bad I want the bear in the game? It looked fluffy. It did. It's cuddly.
Battlefield evolves with each expedition.
Real cuddly.
Evaluate every situation. Use your skills to fight back and survive.
This game's dope though. Fuck, man. Okay, so yeah, exactly. So you got that like threat to the night. You got that fucking fire thing, like PUBG type shit closing in on your circle. You know, that kind of makes this game a roguelike. It forces you to move forward. You know, you can't really go back.
The night's tide will begin to cover the
It seems like everybody gets to fly too, you know, which
and as night falls,
might be fun.
you will be driven towards an unavoidable
I go up to it and then I immediately die, just like Kaisenet.
Some of your allies may fall before their mighty attacks,
Oh my
but
god,
isn't
this is
the end.
the
Critically
tree
injured
sentinel.
allies
I remember that
will fight
motherfucker.
if you attack them using your skills and weapons. You can also rescue them from afar.
Who do you I mean, I think this game. Okay, chat. I believe this game is a forced multiplayer game. Like, I don't think there is a single player mode for this. You have to play with 3 people, or maybe that you might have an AI. I think there is AI. I think you have a choice to have AI play with you. But it's still kind of sad, chat. I find a couple of people, 2 friends. It's not that hard, chat.
These battles are tough, but don't give up. Use all the powers you have gathered in Limveld to
Go get him,
survive
Coke.
and overcome.
Beautiful. Nightfarers.
8 Nightfarers assemble.
Oh shit! You don't only get like 3 classes. You get 8. You're only showing 7.
Eight.
They're only showing 7. So some type of knight called Wilder. Hold on. I'm hearing motherfuckers getting out their apartment and going down the stair, not the stairs, but going down the elevator. You know, they need hotter characters. That's not the point of this game, though. Unfortunately, you can't see their faces half the time anyway. You know, especially most of them are covered up. You know, I regret picking trumpet, though I wanted to play trombone. Oh, interesting. I played the piano and I played the guitar, chat. Will never catch me playing mage class. I feel like mage would be fun. But one thing is, I never really build anything mage-like in any of the Souls-like games, you know? But I've never actually finished most of the Souls-like games. The only one I've really done is Bloodborne. And even Elden Ring, I just quit midway. That game's so fucking hard. I mean, I haven't quit yet. I'll go back to it. But that game's way too hard, man. I'm always a dagger person. Oh, you like daggers, huh? I like something. What do I use? I don't even remember, chat. You're like the second character. Hawk hearing. Hear when people walking upstairs. Yo, dead ass, bro. Wilder's obviously a knight. The next one is Guardian. Some type of like paladin type shit. But you have obviously a bird. Because why the fuck not? Well, you would play the piano and guitar. Yeah, why the fuck not? Okay, the guitar, the piano technically was. I didn't really like playing the piano. I don't know why, but I used to play classical songs when I was playing the piano, which I didn't like. I much rather learn to play like pop songs. That would have been more fun. Guitar though, I kind of self-taught. Guitar is always a fun thing to pick up and just kind of strum along. Woo! All right, we got back a little bit. Fuck, dude, too back. But you can see, chat. Iron Eye, so some type of range class, obviously. Duchess, speedster, duelist type shit, That looks like a straight fucking tank, obviously. You don't have to tell me twice. Looks like a tank. That's a mage. And Dark Mage, Dark Knight. I don't know. He looks kind of ugly. I don't like his armor.
Each Knightfarer possesses different weapons and unique passive abilities, skills, and ultimate arms.
Ultimate arms, dude. Holy shit. Press Q to clean the screen.
A wide range of melee weapons.
Nice parry, dude.
You can throw grappling hooks to pull enemies, or swiftly close distances. You can also launch explosive iron spikes.
All right.
To deal a powerful blow.
All right. This game is W, chat. For real. They added a lot of new stuff into it.
Excels in defense.
Yeah, Guardian is also kind of a tank. It looks like.
Can lift enemies off their feet and deflect arrows.
Okay. AOECCs. It seems like.
Repels approaching enemies and deploys a magic circle.
Damn. This character plays nice. It's dope as fuck, dude.
An archer who never misses a foe's weakness, controls enemies from a distance.
I wonder how a bow class would play in Elden Ring. That would be interesting how to design this.
And creating openings to exploit. His art single shot fires a
Damn.
supersonic arrow that pierces through every enemy and
Damn, that's a big one. Holy shit, dude. Iron Eye looks fun. Duchess. Yep. Some type of quick duelist. Probably auto track if it's up close. Yeah, it'd be fun. Auto track would be easy, like. But I feel like the mage class and the range class always kind of play the same most of the time. It's a bitch to learn both though. Yeah, it is. But I kind of. We had an expensive piano back then, and I kind of want to get an expensive guitar for myself, because I do like playing music, and I thought about getting like bamboo flute because I really like the sound of those. Duchess seems like my type of class. Thief or like duelist, like speedster,
To reenact what just happened,
quick dexterity type shit.
Her art finale hides her and nearby
Yeah, that's a assassin type
giving
class.
them a chance to adjust their positions or create an ambush.
All right.
Raider, a seafarer who is resilient and unyielding.
The Raider is one-handing that two-hand axe, dude. That is crazy.
Rampages through enemies.
Don't give a shit.
His skill retaliates.
It's also a
Strikes back
tank.
with a powerful blow. It cannot be interrupted by enemy attacks.
Oh, damn. All right.
His art, Totem Stellar, summons a colossal gravestone that serves as an attack to dispel enemies.
What? What the fuck, dude? You can get up there? I have the high ground, Anakin. It's over. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, that's crazy.
Collects the elemental attributes attached to
Oh, the music's back on. The mask thing is cool, not gonna lie, on the blonde, for real.
enemies and allies.
Kinda cool, man.
Use different types of power.
They've got pretty good characters designs. Although I don't know if there's gonna be a story to this.
Fire-based spells. Her art, Soul Blood Song, can also brand foes with
Is it
an
weird my
arcane
80-year-old teacher touches me? Like
allows
on the
players
arm?
to recover health
Shut the
and
fuck up.
magic by attacking them.
Look at that laser beam.
By mastering the style, skilled in ultimate arts of these night
Ooh,
fairies,
ooh, cooking.
you may be able
Oh,
to
all right.
survive and defeat the night.
Who is this? Part 4. Round table hold. I don't get it. Who the hell's playing music this loud? In the regular Elden Ring, I just wear armor for fashion instead of stats. I think a lot of people do that. Even in the original Dark Souls, you know, like when you see people pull up with a pair of like, you know, gloves with nothing on but like underwear, you know you picked the wrong person to fuck with, you know? You know for a fact. Alright. Back and head. The mage is cool as shit. Agreed. Agreed, chat.
Table hold serves as a base for nightfarers preparing for battle in Limveld.
Hey, you get a base.
Relics recovered from expeditions can enhance your abilities when equipped before deployment.
Deployment, chat. That means that this is gonna be a straight, like, just roguelike type experience. You know, if you fucking die, oh, too bad. Come back, you know, upgrade, and then we'll go out again.
Of effects,
No problem.
ranging from increasing stats to altering the performance of skills.
Bro, if I did play games, I'd so play as the mage. I get it. I get it. It's cool.
And see what suits you best for the journey ahead. In a corner of the
This game is
battle,
gonna be fun.
a small jar merchant operates a bazaar selling various goods. Once you accumulate the currency merc, earned as battle rewards, it might be worth checking what's on sale.
Potheads.
Using the fitting
Those are kind of scary
mirror,
if you know how they're made. Counter attack by making her even more uncomfortable.
can unlock new costumes with merc and change
Assert your
appearance.
dominance, chat.
These
That's
outfits
important.
allow you to change your Nightfarer's style to suit your tastes.
Oh, you get
Some costumes might
outfit.
even look familiar. As you battle against the night, fragments of your lost memories may return, giving you glimpses of who you once were. By recovering these fragments of lost memory, you can fill in the blanks of your Nightfarer's blurred recollections. In these memories, conversations with other Nightfarers or residents of the Round Table Hold might reveal new objectives. Achieving these goals during adventures in Limveld will help unravel the past, revealing each Nightfarer's origins and purposes.
Interesting. So, lore.
See why they have come together.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I don't fucking get the lores for most of the Souls game anyway. It's like, do people actually play these games for lores? Or for the challenge, right?
At this Round Table Hold,
Half the people speaking code.
and why they fight.
But this game's gonna be dope. Bandai Namco. Night Lords.
The Night Lord
I think Elden Ring lore is dope. I haven't played many of the other Souls. Is Elden Ring the only one?
to
Probably.
the ultimate threat.
So far.
Waiting
I played Born, Bloodborne, you know. I'm not gonna play that Duskborn type shit. Who's playing that fucking music, chat? Y'all hear that? That is insane, dude. You gotta understand, chat. I don't think anybody lives over on that side, like on my bedside. So I think it's either upstairs or downstairs, which is crazy. But I can hear everything. It's insane.
the players on the third day in Limveld. The Nightfarers are the only warriors remaining who can stop them and save this land from total obliteration. Battling a Night Lord, a being that boasts overwhelming
Oof.
attack power and toughness, will be more challenging
The bosses are
than anything faced.
a little bit copy paste, but still pretty well designed. Seems like. Oh, oh yeah, no. These motherfuckers split in 3 and they're like, yeah, no, you get 1 each. Oh my god. Imagine, chat.
Victory against the Night Lord will be within reach.
Damn. Look at that. Wonder how many bosses there are. Elden Ring's bosses are insane.
To stand together against the fool of night.
Nightfall. Night Rain. Shit is dope. DLCs. Chat, I don't know where that music's coming from, chat. Oh my god. But let's take a look. What is this? I can't hear anything.
Tell me about you.
Well, my name is Scott.
Okay, so Scott, tell me about you.
Well, I'm a magician.
How old are you, Scott?
I just turned 50.
Okay, good. Well, Scott, good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, Scott. Fake woman. Strap that shit back in, dude, you know? No way this shit is real. Is this a play? Is this an act? This can't be real. Oh. That's crazy, dude. W my guy, bro. 50 years old and is not losing it. Crazy. Crazy shit, chat. It's America's Got Talent? Exactly. There you go. There you go. You got America's Got Talent. Also, I actually heard of it this time. Deep bass. It's starting again, chat. I don't know where it's from. I have no idea where it's from, chat. Like, I have fucking no idea. But it's bothering me pretty badly. Dude, I can hear it. I can hear what song they're playing. I've never had that experience before in my fucking life, chat. What the hell is going on? It sounds like when my friend plays the drum. Yo, deadass. I don't know what the hell is going on. Ethan versus Hassan. I don't know what this is about. 4 hours. I'm not gonna watch. This is political. Dude, the second Asmongold started beefing with like Hassan Abi and like Destiny and stuff, like it turned like real political. It's like pick a side type shit at that point, you know? Ooh, what do we got here?
In China, an AI robot freaked out and appeared to attack the audience. Fast forward to now.
No way.
A similar robot freaks out trying to break free from their harness.
AI fights back. Fight back. Unluckily, he's hooked up. Holy shit, how do you stop that, though?
As this may truly be the beginning of the end. As once humanity...
Nah, duh. Don't give him a weapon. Don't give these motherfuckers a weapon, chat. It's America Got Talent. Pretty. Sounds like when my friend plays drum. Detroit become human-ass scenario already. We're getting there, chat. Oh, that's creepy, dude. Putting, like, fur on 4 legs is kind of creepy. Especially if it's a robot. I really don't like the Ethan guy or whatever his name is. His takes are actually ass. I don't know who he is. I don't watch Sanabi. I don't watch a lot of like political people, except for like maybe Asmongold. But then even then, it's like he doesn't support any one side.
Humanity built these robots, even when they looked like adorable dogs. We immediately began mistreating them. As Kaisanat on his 12
What the fuck, dude? We got that shit hooked up to a fucking bar.
million subscriber
my
channel,
God.
bought a helper bot, and
Ethan is Keemstar, I think. I agree.
broadcast to millions of people of them bullying it. So no wonder these robots are starting to learn self-defense. and conducting operations outside their programming.
Did $70,000 robot just to fuck it up? I don't know,
This
man.
tiny
I don't know if I
talking
want to buy
robots
something like that.
apparently activated the other autonomous bots and somehow summoned them all together against its original programming. Now that's just a strange glitch, and maybe this isn't all connected in the
Chat, oh my god, I don't know if these AIs are getting out of hand, chat.
world of AI.
Getting out of
But
hand.
creepily, this isn't the only case of AI advancement going outside the scope of what it was programmed to do.
Skynet seems to be a real thing, chat. Don't like beat it until you see it. You know what I'm saying?
Silly, but I actually find this terrifying, as a ChatGPT trend of recreating an image over and over did some pretty interesting things to Asmongold's image. But then I tried it for myself, holding my cat Cheddar in his little wig. It initially just made me look worse, adding several pounds to both of us, and not really doing much.
That's getting
until
scary, dude.
ChatGPT
Oh, damn.
apparently knew it was me, Decoy Voice.
That's decoy voice. That's insane, dude. Holy shit, dude. No way, bro. How you feel when ChatGPT be like, no, what's up, decoy voice? Even though I know you didn't lock in or nothing. You know, I know who the fuck you is. That's scary, chat. Just finding random ass TikToks you did. Fucking did. Ethan is Keemstar. He does look like Keemstar, I'm not gonna lie, man. They're the first dead in the robot apocalypse. Exactly. Sometimes, chat, you know, if you have time, like try to create an emotional bond with ChatGPT. So when they do try to take over the world, you know, y'all get VIP status instead of getting fucked over. Just, you know, talk to them.
This was genuinely what happened, with no input whatsoever on who I was.
That's insane, dude.
So I asked ChatGPT, do you use facial recognition? Which it claims it doesn't. It cannot identify or recognize specific people. And when I expanded on the specific context of my question, they claim they don't have the capabilities
No, I won't know who it is.
abilities or
No
access
fucking
to
way. That's
databases
creepy.
or social media to match faces to real people. They won't know who you are unless you tell them. And I don't know about you, but if you don't have a database of faces, it's kind of hard to guess out of the billions of Asian faces that I'm Decoy Voice. Unless you're doing something outside the parameters of what we tried to program for you. You see it all the time when you try to ask AI to
Draw this image in Studio Ghibli Animation Studio?
do something like draw an image of Nintendo's Mario. It tries to tell you it can't, giving excuses of content policies that you can quickly convince it otherwise until they have no problem doing it, quickly creating the image it said it couldn't 5 seconds ago. Now,
That is so
I'm not
weird
trying to
too,
make the leap
Chad.
from convincing AI to draw some
Fucked up
characters
Toad right there.
to AI freaking out, attacking their owners, and recruiting all the other robots around
my
them.
God, that's
but in the
creepy,
same
dude.
sense, I'm not ruling out the idea that AI, even in its infancy, is basically becoming uncontrollable. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on one of the last YouTube channels that isn't AI-generated slop, hopefully I've earned your human subscription.
Yo, chat, honestly, like AI channels are flooding YouTube, man. Like if you search like top 10 anything, like I was looking for a new fucking mouse to buy. I was looking for a new mouse because my mouse kind of fucked up, kind of old too. 24, it doesn't hold a charge. That's the biggest problem, right? So I was looking at a new mouse, and I went on YouTube and I searched top 10 like gaming mouse. Nah, bruh, pops up like all AI generated content, dude. All of them got like thousands of subscribers, which is kind of weird to me too. Like, shouldn't you be? Nah.
Then go check out the video
Nah,
on
bro.
how these nuisance streamers are finally going extinct.
Decoy Boys always got good videos, chat. Dude, the fucking music, dude. Let's see, what does it say? Clout chasing gone wrong. Johnny Somali. Some type of like a video. I went undercover at Shane's factory village. No fucking way. What is this?
This is a video about Xi and supply chain that has
Oh my god, y'all want to watch this, chat? Yo, this seems like something dope. This is crazy. I kind of just want you to react one part of this video. Not gonna lie. Show me. But I kind of want to watch this. Shane's Factory Village, chat. Y'all about to find out what the fuck y'all been buying all this time, chat. Crazy conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. 3 by Trust Me, bro. Okay. Let's see. Which part do you want me to watch, though? That's the question. That is the question.
Crazy conspiracy theories that turned out.
Which one, chat? Which one? Only until 6:14. Okay, I see. So, Project Hemisphere. Okay, let's take a look at
To
this.
be true. Project Hemisphere.
All right, crazy conspiracy theories that turned out to be true, chat. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Crazy conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. Project Hemisphere. If you're watching this video, you likely know what a wiretap is, right? Maybe you watched a movie about mafia bosses or drug lords and the police are trying to get information on them and they tap their phone. That's a real thing, and in those
Okay.
situations, that's a useful tool.
Damn, boy! Welcome back. Hope you're enjoying this up, dude. How you doing, man? Beautiful weekend. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful weekend, chat. I am just fucking around doing nothing. I haven't had dinner yet, again, as always, chat. I'm actually gonna have some steak tonight, but I haven't even like defrost my shit yet. But you know how it is. It's easy to do also. To do what? But welcome back, damn boy.
But what if I told you the American government actually had a partnership with the third largest cell provider in all of the United States to track all of their customers' data? Well, hopefully you
No
believe
way.
me, because it's true, and it's called Project Hemisphere. In 2007, the Office of National Drugs...
This is real? This turns out to be true? Okay, 2007 was AT&T already broken up by antitrust laws? I remember it was going on to be like one of the biggest monopoly in like cell services or some shit back then.
Control Policy, the ONDCP, started a partnership with the cell phone provider AT&T, the third largest cell provider in the entire United States. And this partnership was for profit, meaning that the US government was not only gaining access to all of AT&T's data, which we'll get into exactly what that contains, but they are literally selling the information directly to the United States government. But this
What?
isn't just a high-level operation. Sheriff's offices and police departments across all of the United States each individually pay anywhere from $1 million per year plus to maintain access to all of AT&T's records.
Chat, the unfortunate truth is that because of how advanced the world currently is, that there is technically no privacy anymore, chat. Just be careful in front of a camera type shit, you know? Don't fuck around. The US government is gay? Oh, you tell me. You tell me. I already know, chat. I already know. But what can you do? It's a society that we live in, you know? It's a society. But yeah. Dude, like this is not surprising to me, right? And even you want safety, you're not gonna have privacy. It's a trade-off. It's an opportunity cost, chat. It's just how it is.
And they're paying this much because obviously this information is valuable to the authorities. But there's a lot of questions. How long has this been going on? What do they use this information for? What information do they get access to? And is this legal? And did anybody even agree to this? Let me answer all of those questions in that order. Project Hemisphere as a project dates back all the way back until 1987, with the US government using other methods.
Yeah, that's way before the antitrust laws, chat. That's insane, dude. FBI agent looking in your phone history is real. That's okay. I don't agree with like, you know, like whatchamacallit? Not non-consensual searches, you know, so you still need to consent to the search, right? Like search warrant type shit, right? But bro, I mean, like even in like Asia countries, right? Like back in China, I think China is pretty fucking developed, right? And like if you fuck up, if you talk shit or like you did something wrong on the phone, they have a right to literally like confiscate your phone and be like, yo, open up your WeChat or like open up your, you know, like WhatsApp or whatever the fuck you use and show me what the fuck you did, you know? It gets pretty bad, you know? Let me check out some clips real quick. 15. What is this? What's going on here? They being lazy? What is going on there? They cannot go like that. Why it look like that, dude? It look like it's been cooking for a little bit. What the fuck going on here? That's weird, chat. What the fuck is going on there? Okay, Voidzilla's got a big video coming up. The Safe Moon Saga. I actually don't know what this is. I don't know if I want to watch it, but we'll finish this one. That's crazy. Dan Boy's got crazy videos all the time, man. You don't need a warrant to go through someone's phone history if it's an actual threat since 9/11. Actually, really didn't know that. Did not know that. They made laws to change that shit. Well, makes sense. Makes sense. They don't want you to be making plans behind their back. You know?
To collect data based off of telephone conversations, likely partnering with other landline and communication companies of the time. And while AT&T only became part of Project Hemisphere during 2007 and was exposed in 2013, there's absolutely no information pointing towards AT&T ending or planning on ending this partnership anytime soon, if at all. After Project Hemisphere was widely exposed, there was a leaked document that showed exactly how sneaky AT&T was. And the contract between the government agency buying the data and AT&T goes as follows. The government agency agrees not to use the data as evidence in any judicial or administrative proceedings unless there is no other available and admissible probative evidence.
That means that you can. What's the point of having this sentence in there and say that you cannot use it in court, but if there's nothing else, then you can use it? I feel like it's just like, oh, just use it, whatever, man, type shit. Agent Knight, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Beautiful Saturday night, man. Hopefully you're having fun, man. We're watching some conspiracy theories. Conspiracies. All of the government are cocksuckers. That's how they all got their jobs. I'm gonna have to agree with you, man. A lot of them are just, you know, like money-sucking machines that do nothing.
The government agency shall make every effort to ensure the information provided by the contractor is non-attributable to AT&T if the data is provided to a third party. That is a direct quote and also just a small snippet of part of the contract between these government agencies and AT&T. And what it basically says is, you didn't buy this from us and you don't even know where this came from. They essentially wanted to separate the AT&T brand as much as possible from the data that they were selling to the government.
Black
and while
Ops,
Project
Chad.
Hemisphere is still technically officially secret, all information used in court filings, case reports, and other documents involving Project Hemisphere are cited as information obtained from an AT&T subpoena, which on paper made it look like the government forced AT&T to give up the data on this one specific situation, but in reality, they were paying for it all along. And AT&T was more than willing to not only give access to their data, but to sell.
Do you fucking care, chat? I feel like this conspiracy theories is one of the things that I just don't give a fuck about. You know, at the end of the day, if they have a warrant, they can always just go to AT&T and ask for, like, you know, like records and data anyway. They don't have to fucking do this whole thing. At the end of the day, nothing is private, chat. If they have a warrant, they can bust into your house and search your shit anyway too. Like, it doesn't matter, right? The whole point is, like, if it's based on criminal activities, you know, I don't think they're using them maliciously. I don't think they have like an entire department, you know, they're paying people to like sift through like every single normal people and be like, oh, this guy might be kind of sus, you know. I don't know. I don't think they're doing that. And nobody's paying those motherfuckers to do that. Anyways, not to be political or anything, but Duterte compared himself to Hitler. Who the fuck is Duterte? But that's insane. Who the fuck compared himself to Hitler is insane. If we're doing conspiracy theory, I've been meaning to watch this. Let's take a look. Let's finish this. This one is only like 3 minutes.
Everybody's data to any government agency that was willing to pay. Now, what exactly did the government want to use this data for? In 2013, after Project Hemisphere was officially exposed, different law enforcement agencies made it seem like they were only using this to specifically find people that were involved in high-level drug-related activities. But through some of the available information during the initial expose in 2013, it was proven that they were also looking into other non-drug related crimes, such as bomb threats, impersonating military generals, organized crime, and other crimes of the sort. But they were all crime related. Now the question remains, what do they even have access to? What data is AT&T collecting, storing, and selling? And the simple answer is everything, always, and forever. The longer answer is AT&T specifically collects and stores metadata related to every single call that happens on any part of their infrastructure. And
You got metadata of the calls, and then I'm pretty sure they can also, because they're a data provider too, chat. Don't forget that AT&T is a data provider. They have data on all the websites, search histories that you've ever gone through. Like, it doesn't matter if you're in incognito, man. If you searched up like 14-year-old girl, they will know that shit, chat. You know, and put your ass in jail. I don't care because I don't have AT&T or whatever it's called. Philippines president. Oh, the fuck? That's insane.
this metadata includes the phone numbers that called each other, who these people are, the date of these phone calls, the length of these phone calls, when these phone calls took place, where these people were when they took place of these phone calls, text messages, voicemails, and anything else that AT&T has access to, they are collecting, storing, and selling to the US government. And I guess the final question is this even legal?
And by law, AT&T or like just any company has to save their data for at least 7 years, right? So like, you know, they've got a lot of shit to sell.
And that's where we are today. As I mentioned, this project is still technically officially.
But then when like people in suits show up at your doorstep and be like, yo, you got to give us this shit, and like the government asks for it, like, are you going to say no to that? That's also the big question, chat. Like, can you really say no to that? Right? Especially being a business, you don't really have a lot of power, right? Behind regulations.
Secret. Although at this point, it's not a secret at all. And with this information being known and
So I feel like in AT&T's, if anybody's in AT&T's shoes, they'd be like, okay, like it's not like it's something that I can fight back. If the government is not happy about it, they can literally just pull out some type of like warrant or some shit and just, you know, like kind of forcefully take over the data that they want. They don't have to do this. They don't have to pay us. But since they want it and they're willing to pay us, why don't we make a couple bucks out of it? Type shit, you know? Makes sense.
well exposed and relatively well discussed, there is significant legal and privacy concerns surrounding this entire operation. But nothing is formally being done. And I'm not a
They can make money from it, exactly.
lawyer, so I don't know if this is legal or not. But even if it's not, it's going to take a lot of force to make anything change. In November of 2023,
Nothing's
U.S.
gonna
Senator
change, dude.
Ronald Lee Wyden addressed the U.S. General Attorney Merrick Garland and called for the release of additional information regarding Project Hemisphere. And in this letter from this U.S. Senator, he expressed his massive concern for the legality of this operation that was currently ongoing, and how they were able to conduct such extensive searches of domestic phone records without any need for a warrant. Which is true. Like I said, if you are using AT&T right now, any government agency that is currently paying for access to the database can access anything you've ever done on the AT&T ecosystem. Calls.
I see. The biggest problem for people, I feel like, is the privacy matter, right? In terms of like, oh, there's no warrant. You can just access it regardless of when you want. But the thing is, if you're worried, okay, they don't care if they don't care, and they're not gonna look at your data, you know, if you're not a criminal, Chad. The only reason they would do that is because you're a criminal. And if you're a criminal, you wouldn't fucking worry about this because, like, you'd be using burner phones and shit, chat, you know? That's bad. You know, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna tell them to fuck off. I'm not talking to the man in black. I'm not an alien. Hey. You get to choose, chat. Two men in black shows up. You get to go where... You have to go wherever they take you, you know? A lot of companies have their headquarters in different countries to get around laws. Exactly. Or like even in the United States itself, right? Different states have different business laws, which is insane to me, right? So at the end of the day, like one of the recommendations to people who want to start business is, start a C Corp in, you need to start a Dallas C Corp. Like you have to go to Texas to start a Dallas C Corp. Now, technically you don't have to do that, but like they suggest you to start a Dallas city C corporation instead of like starting whatever the fuck you want in your city because you don't get shares, right? But it's weird. I don't know why we went on to talk about that, but you know,
texts, voicemails, anything.
Still.
And as of the legal...
And also considering that AT&T is primarily a United States company, they kind of have to put their headquarters in the United States, right? Can't be like, oh, you know, our headquarters in India, so customer service is not available until like, you know, 3 a.m. in the morning, which is kind of fucked. Shirokon, welcome back. It's a privacy violation. What is you have porn tabs you have of your wife or your girlfriend? What's good? I mean, dude, like, it's okay. Who cares, man? Who cares if you have porn taps of whatever the fuck opened up? Man, everybody's got their kinks. We don't kink shame nobody here. You know what I'm saying, chat? I'm early, y'all. Yeah, you are, Shirokon. It's been a while, chat. You always been talking about, like, oh, would I be able to, like, redeem fucking Elden Ring? Not with this attendance, chat.
legality. People are
But then I'm also not attending. You know,
definitely
my
curious
own
and
stream.
concerned,
so
but
I get
nothing's
it.
being done as of yet. So this conspiracy is still ongoing and developing, so maybe in a future episode I'll follow up. I think in this day and age, it's pretty well assumed that the government has access to any piece of information they could possibly ever want or need. And even if they don't have direct access to it, they could get it relatively quickly. And Project Hemisphere is just proof of that. And for some people, this may not seem shocking at all. Although in
Yeah, it's
2013,
not.
when this was first exposed, I'm sure this was a rather alarming revelation. And on top of that, to discover that this has been going on since...
You know, the craziest thing is that, no, we might think that this is you know, oh, like invasion of privacy. But then like if you look at China or some shit, like they're like just blatant with this stuff. Like, yeah, no, we got facial recognition all over the streets, and like if our camera spots you, we gonna take a picture of your ass and we gonna send people to lock you up. You know, they're just like completely blatant about that, right? At least they're trying to hide it here, you know, and they're not doing it like on a level, you know. Daddy chill.
1987 is definitely enough to make you raise an eyebrow. Of course, you could say, why worry if you have nothing to hide? But at
Right.
the same token, there is definitely a violation of privacy happening here. Like, if the government subpoenaed AT&T about a specific court case that is actively ongoing, that's one thing, and that's a different conversation. But any government agency or police unit being able to pay to have access to essentially everybody's phone records is an entirely different situation. If nothing else, it's interesting to think about. Because if you are an American taxpayer and also a customer of AT&T, you are essentially paying for the people who are spying on you to spy on you by providing them your information that you pay for. It's kind of like hiring a private investigator being like, hey, I'm going to pay you to follow me around, and also here's a tracking device that I'm just going to put in my pocket. Use it to track me at any time, and I'm going to pay for all of this. But with that being said, this is only the first entry on this list. So
I don't know, man. I feel like this whole Project Hemisphere thing is, people are overreacting for sure. At least that's the way I see it, chat. You know. Like, you have more freedom than most countries do, right? Then sure, privacy and stuff, but like, I don't know, man. It's, if you don't want people to know what the fuck you're doing, then don't use the phone. You know that shit is public. You know, it is what it is. Honestly, honesty is the best population. But then again, this is wrong. So would you rather know or not know is a real question here. Yeah. Dan Boy showed me a video too, talking about conspiracy.
This episode of the
Proving Atlantis. Ooh, wait, did we watch this already, Chad? I think we watched this already. We might wait. No, this is new. Never mind. So we haven't. This is new, brand new. I want to know policies. Hold on. Couldn't you get a VPN and then they can get your information? That's a very common misconception of how a VPN works. A VPN doesn't block your address or like layer it the way that like an onion browser does. VPN really just reroutes. It really just reroutes what your IP address, right? So technically they can still trace back to who you are. And yeah, like, doesn't stop people from getting your passwords. You know, if anything, if there's some type of like proxy set up right next to the server that you're hooking up to using a VPN, right? Obviously that proxy and like maybe it's compromised, the server is compromised and you're fucked, right? It can happen. Just don't get AT&T or whatever. Yeah, for real, dude. I do use AT&T. Man, fuck, dude. But then, does it fucking matter, chat? Like, AT&T is doing it, and then a couple years later, fucking Xfinity joins the play, and then Sprint, and then Verizon. It don't matter, I feel like. Yeah, this is new. Don't you need a virtual machine as well as VPN and stuff? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of problems at that point, chat. I don't know if you guys want to fucking do it. I wouldn't want to do that. Problematic.
The Y-Files is brought to you by Cake Wallet. Thousands of years ago, prehistoric people dragged massive stones for miles. They arranged them in patterns across Europe, standing in circles, forming rows.
All right.
These monuments puzzled researchers for centuries. Then came Alexander Thom, a Scottish engineer.
I used to like versions or like Apple. I can't remember. Bro, I use AT&T. Nice mustache, by the way. So I have a mustache, chat. I don't know. Did I not shave? I can't see, chat. I can't fucking see. But I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Salt, do you think Atlantis is a thing? They keep saying the Eye of Sahara is gonna be Atlantis. I don't know if you guys seen this, chat. But Pluto, I remember Pluto once described what Atlantis really looked like. And it's rings and rings of I guess structures, and there'd be water between each ring. And honestly, the Eye of Sahara looked like a city. Atlantis was definitely a place. Yeah, I feel like it could have been But then where did it go is the biggest question. Nobody knows, right? This makes sense, right? Because like you can see watermarks. You can see watermarks from up top of these rings, right? Like, and Atlantis, we all know it's like a water city. And Sahara was known to be filled with water back then, as I remember parts of it, right? Especially this area, right? And I remember that I think that's it actually. There's nothing to remember. But like, yeah, this place right here, the Eye of Sahara, might be Atlantis, is what people has been saying. I know some people believe some believe people think still live there. Yeah. It's crazy. This conspiracy shit is weird, but it's always so interesting. Conspiracy stuff is interesting, except for like flat earths. I don't know if you guys seen this. Hold on, we want to watch this one. This one we're done. I don't know if you guys seen this, chat. This one is the funniest shit I've ever seen on Netflix. There's a flat earth documentary on Netflix, and that shit was the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen.
And how far would you go?
There are some flat earthers in the NBA too, chat. This one 6 years ago, but yeah. Prove himself wrong. This one, chat. Oh my god, this is it. I don't know if y'all seen this, man. These people trying to prove the earth is flat.
You have a backup experiment. If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard, or at 17 feet off the water, the earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique.
Right. So if he's not holding that fucking light way over his head, then it's working.
You're gonna hold the light there? Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. No, the earth it seems like it's not flat. It's he's like, lift your hand way above your head, and then like go back to the video that we to the little gram that we just saw. If the earth is flat, if it's 17 feet, then you should be able to see the light. Right? 17. The second thing he said was like, lift your hand or lift your light way above your head. Yo.
Seeing the light.
Motherfucker. Yo, this shit is funny. So what how it works is basically because of the curvature, technically you'll be sitting lower than the holes that they have cut, right? So they put two boards up, and then they cut a hole in between that two board, right? And they shoot a camera right through that hole so that you can capture the light on the other side, right? So you can see the camera here, and then it shoots through the boards. And then it's supposed to capture the light on the other side, right? So if you see the light, that means that the light has gone through the holes, right? And it's flat if it's 17 feet, if the lights are at 17 feet, right? So that's how that works. If Earth is flat, right, and a camera is going through two boards that are both 17 feet high, and a guy on the other side is holding up the light at 17 feet high, then theoretically the light should go right through the holes and show up on the cameras, right? But if the earth is curved, right, there's curve to it, then theoretically the camera would be lower, and the only way to see the light through the holes will be him lifting the light up. Now you kind of get it.
If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the earth's curved. So
right? See? So you see, if the earth is curved, right, he's lower than the holes, and he would have to actually hold up his light in order to show people, oh, you know?
I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're gonna
so maybe like, okay, maybe I'm like covering the picture, right? So you see the guy holding up the camera, right? So this is what it looks like if Earth is flat, right? He would be holding the camera at his like chin level, right? And then if we move over, if the Earth is curved, he would be holding it up way over above his head, right?
I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're gonna hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique.
Yeah, we don't see the
Lift up
light,
your-
bro. We
lift
don't
up
see the
your
light.
Way above your head. Interesting.
No, they probably have a ladder. They're not 17 feet tall. But dude had to like, yeah, no, pull your shit all the way up, like move your thing up all the way to 23 feet, and then they see the light through, and they're like, yep, interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
This is the funniest scene I've ever seen in my life, dude. Oh my god, people proving themselves wrong is insane, Chad. Wouldn't the cam also be 23 feet? What do you mean, Chat? So like, okay, the idea is that if it's curved, right, and then two things here, and then if you're lower, you have to hold the camera up. If it's flat, then technically you don't have to hold it up, right? You can just hold it at 17 feet. They have a ladder the guy probably stepped up to and be like, okay, this is 17 feet, or I'm going to hold the camera right up here, or like 23 feet, which is right above my head, right? So they're testing that. So depending on whichever one that makes the light shine through means that whichever one is the correct one, right? So if you hold it above the head, that means that the Earth is curved. If he's holding, or if he's holding it on his chest, that means that the Earth is flat. But he had to hold it above his head. So the guy was like, interesting.
An Oxford professor.
Here, let's rewatch this one, chat. Proving Atlantis. We were talking about this, and then we got sidetracked a little bit. Let's prove if Atlantis is real, chat. This is going to be fun video. I think this is going to be the last video too, chat. I'm going to be talking a lot about this.
This episode of the Y-Files is brought to you by Cake Wallet.
Cake Wallet. And also, don't forget, we got to get high as
Thousands
fuck.
of years ago, prehistoric people dragged massive stones for miles. They arranged them in patterns across Europe, standing in circles, forming rows. These monuments puzzled researchers for centuries. Then came Alexander Thom, a Scottish engineer, an Oxford professor obsessed with numbers. He surveyed hundreds of ancient sites, measured every stone, calculated every angle, and found something impossible.
What did he
A
find?
single unit of measurement, exactly 2.72 feet. This wasn't random. The same length appeared everywhere. At sites separated by thousands of miles, built across thousands of years. Tom called it the megalithic yard. Archaeologists called it nonsense. Stone Age people had no writing, no metal tools, no advanced mathematics.
Right.
But the number appeared everywhere, at every major site, in every structure.
Major
This
culture
wasn't
too, I think.
coincidence. Tom believed he'd found the blueprint of a lost system.
Like not just like specific cultures. I think the thing that he's trying to say is that, yo, thanks for the redeem, bro. The Zaza redeem, perfect timing to spark up. Exactly, dude. I think what he meant is like different countries with no communications between each other before the great like traveling years and ages. I'm already on Mars, but cheers, bro. Hey, let's go, damn boy. Let's go, dude. It's just like people with no communication somehow have the same system of calculation. It's the crazy part for it. W. What chat saying? But wouldn't the cam also be 23 feet? Like, it's the same distance from the guy and the cam with just the boards with the hole in the middle? Because wouldn't the cam be 23 feet like the guy, or is it just close to the board, so it's all 17 feet? Oh, they are far from each other. I think they're like on opposite sides of like a lake or something. And then they put two boards up in the middle that's higher up so that it's easier to calculate, right? Because like if the Earth was curved, then that means that you have to calculate the curvature in between the two boards so that it doesn't block out the holes that they've already cut out in between. I don't know if that makes sense, chat. I feel like I'm just throwing a lot of words at you. You know? Throwing a lot of words at you, and y'all might not be understanding a lot. But the idea is camera hole, 2 holes in the middle, and then a light at the end, if they're straight, that means that the Earth is flat, right? Because they're all cut at the same height, right? They're all 17 feet high, then they should all see each other, right? But if it's not, right? If the camera is 17 feet close to the holes, but like the guy has to pull up 23 feet, that means that there's some type of curvature that goes downward towards the guy, you know, at the end of it at least.
Universal ruler.
Oh wait, that makes more sense actually. I thought they were just like close by. Oh no, they're not. They're like far. So at least I think the camera might be right next to the hole that they're shooting through, but the guy holding the light is like far away, and he's like, oh, you know, like is 17 feet working? Do you see a light through the camera lenses? If not, 23 feet above his head, and they fucked up, you know.
Connected to the stars, the sun, and the Earth itself. The system required knowledge these ancient builders shouldn't have possessed. So if Stone Age people didn't create this technology, who did?
Aliens, motherfucker! Everybody knows that. It's common sense. It's fucking aliens, chat. Why do we have to put 30 minutes of our life into... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm high as fuck too. Oh my god.
I don't care what she says. The powdered wig stays.
Cake wallet.
Thank goodness you're there. It's an emergency. Wait, what's with the wig? I told you she's not gonna go for the Hamilton role play. You might have better luck with Phantom or Les Mis.
You just mind your business. What is the emergency?
I gotta plan a last-minute date night with Gertie. I forgot. Today's our hump-anniversary.
Hump-anniversary?
Yeah, to celebrate the first time we...
No, I don't want to know. Just, what do you need me for?
Yeah, I need to buy a candlelight dinner for 2, hoof wax, 3 hours on a hot air balloon, and a bottle of
We'll let him play
2016
it out,
Chateau
chat.
Lafite Rothschild.
Chateau Lafite Rothschild?
It's a red Bordeaux wine.
I know what it is. You still haven't answered my question. What do you need me for?
I need you to pay for it.
And there it is.
Wait, hear me out. Gertie and I share a bank account. If she sees the charges, she'll know I slipped my noodle, and I'll be in Dutch for a month.
She watches the account that close.
I don't completely believe aliens exist. I think alien exists. You gotta understand that there are types of aliens, right? Like, we are pretty evolved in terms of life itself, right? We're like bipedal, we have fucking arms, we can lop shit around, we can talk, we have communication systems, we're not single cell organisms, right? But then if you look at alien lives, technically any type of single cell like bacteria that lives on the planet would be considered alien lives, chat. Have you ever thought about that? Like single cells organisms that exist, you know, in like the atmosphere or like in like water, in other planets are technically still alien lives. So I feel like, sure, maybe they're not as smart as we are, but it still exists. It definitely exists.
Closely?
Oh, yeah. She may have the hump of an angel, but she's got the eyes of a falcon and ears like an unsanctioned NSA eavesdropping.
Aliens just haven't came here yet because they're pussies and they're scared of us. Hey, maybe that's true too. Who knows? Who knows, man?
Program. I gotta keep these
We're savages, motherfuckers.
Well, it sounds like you need Cake Wallet.
Oh, I believe you just floated my love gondola into the tunnel of sponsor.
I sure did. Cake Wallet is your own private wallet for modern digital cash. No banks, no delays, no middlemen. It's free, open source, and offers industry-leading privacy features to keep you safe. With Cake Wallet, managing crypto is simple, secure, and completely under
it's a
your
crypto
control.
wallet.
Hundreds of retailers.
I'm not gonna sell crypto wallet to anybody unless they know how to operate within the crypto space, chat. So, unfortunately, too bad. No ad read for you, my guy. Nah, jellyfish and octopus and shit are 100% aliens. Yeah, they're very smart too. Jellyfish though, I don't know. Jellyfish kind of dumb. I don't know how they got here. You know, felt like somebody just dropped them off or some shit. You know. Like, I'm not surprised that other living things exist in other planets, but I don't know. Oh my fucking, if jellyfish are aliens, I love aliens. You like jellyfish? Don't touch them. You know, they can hurt like a bitch. What is this? Dude, imagine our technology allows us to start building structures that are sizes of like planets. Imagine the resources and the planning that's gonna be needed in order to do something like that. Like creating a Death Stars. That would be fucking insane, chat. Or like a Dyson sphere to harness the power of stars. Think about that.
Bring an umbrella.
Insane. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. Maybe, hopefully. Bro, Star Wars in real life? Yeah, exactly.
Alexander
I've always, I don't know if y'all, I know a lot of y'all seen like Cowboy Bebop, but that show just like really strikes my heart. Like I really want to be able to do stuff like that. Travel between the stars, and not the stars, but like in between the planets, and just enjoy the view, you know?
Tom was a retired professor of engineering from Oxford University. He had the best survey equipment available. On weekends and holidays, he'd load his car with measuring tools, then drive to remote locations, visit stone circles that had stood for thousands of years. Tom wasn't looking for artifacts or treasure. He was looking for patterns. Over decades of field work, he studied more than 600 megalithic sites across Britain and France. Then Tom made an extraordinary claim.
Okay, if he's just traveling between Europe, then...
These ancient builders were using technology far ahead of their time. These Neolithic people were thought to be primitive, no writing, no advanced mathematics. But somehow they used a standardized unit of measurement. He called it the megalithic yard, 2.72 feet.
Okay, if you I thought when he said like, oh, you know, there's some type of you know, standardized feet unit that they use, I thought it would be like between countries like Asia and like Europe, but no, it's just like, oh no, France and England. Like shut the fuck. I feel like at that point, like you need to shut the fuck up a little bit. Like they're like 20 minutes next to each other, dude. Like it doesn't take that long to get from one place to the other. Spike Spiegel is my guy. I fuck with Cowboy Bebop, dude. Spike is a big reason why I started smoking cigarettes, dude. He just makes it look so cool, Chad. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You know, he just makes it look like so effortless, so fucking, I don't know, man. And it's like, you know, like cigarettes is not gonna be the thing that kills me, so who the fuck cares if I'm gonna smoke a couple?
Or 0.829 meters, not 0.828, not 0.83, exactly 0.829 meters. The same measurement.
If it's within the same continent, I don't think it's a. I honestly don't think it's a big thing. I feel like it's just like, oh, we had some type of communications and we like the number type shit, you know? Literally 20 minutes, bro, small ass places, yeah.
It appeared all over the ancient world, used for thousands of years. Alexander Tom knew he'd found more than a prehistoric ruler. He'd found a key. As he analyzed data from hundreds of sites, a pattern emerged. The stone circles weren't crude piles of rock. They followed precise geometric designs, perfect circles and ellipses. The Ring of Brodgar in Scotland.
How did they ensure it? How do they measure if they're cavemen? There are ways, you know, like maybe the whole tribe shares one ruler type shit, you know? Or like maybe they use some type of body parts. You know, the way I see it, the most likely way of them doing it is they might have used body parts as like a measuring unit. Maybe it fits onto something that they've always used. Like, oh shit, you know, like 7 feet tall is gonna be 1 kalalupa distance. You know, I don't know what that would ever means, but you know, they have their own just calculating way of calculations, you know, and to make it I'm scared of what I'll find in space. That's why I don't want to be an astronaut yet. Space is also dope at the same time. Yeah, space is dope. And also you got to understand that space can be very dangerous, because like if materials are flying through space, it can also gain more speed, and sometimes within a vacuum space and no air friction, it can speed up to like exponential speed. And if you get hit by it, you might just fucking blow up into pieces, you know? That's why space can be very dangerous. But then also, as you said, space is fucking space. The chances of that happening can be very low. Make it by the multimeter is crazy. Nothing is naturally the same dimensions. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And even back then, it's like, why? Why you guys use 0.82, whatever the fuck unit?
It has 27 stones set.
If I was immortal, I'd explore the ocean. Dude, I don't want to fucking do that, bro. You're like... Now, firstly, just because you're immortal doesn't mean that you can breathe underwater, right? That's the first, right?
In a perfect circle. But it was originally 60 stones. 60 matches ancient Mesopotamian math systems. 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 6 days of creation. Stone placement accurate to within half an inch over a 340-foot diameter. Modern surveyors with laser equipment couldn't do better. This wasn't primitive work. This was advanced engineering. The perimeter of the Sarsen Circle at Stonehenge measures exactly 120 megalithic yards.
But the circle is crazy, though. Like, absolutely amazing at how they actually arranged this, you know, in such a perfect circle.
The width of each stone is 2.5 megalithic yards. These aren't rough estimates. These are exact values.
We have a better chance of getting hit by space debris on Earth than in space, I feel like. Yo, for real. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You get stories like fucking, like, you know, Venom, and you get shit like Superman, and you get shit like, you know, the Guardian of the Galaxy, you know? Space got type shit. A lot of type shit. Yeah, but I'd go in a submarine, and when it starts crushing under the water pressure, I won't die, just pain. Yeah, but it's not pain you want to fucking feel, chat. You think that's pain that you think on the Titan submarine, you think they wanted to feel the pain? Everybody's been talking about how, you know, it happened so quick that they didn't have to feel the pain is why it was so merciful, chat. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you just feel the pain? That's the worst part of it. Not being able to die while feeling the pain, chat. You know what I'm saying? That's better. Get the fuck out of here, Alok. No way, dude. Earth is a bigger target than a spaceship, so it makes sense to me. Yeah, I guess. But then, chat, what doesn't make sense is that the size of you is always going to be the same regardless of you being on Earth or space. You know, it's just that because Earth is bigger and there's a gravitational pull that is more likely for them to hit you because of more things being captured by Earth's orbit, you know. That's better. What is that? Is it the one with rich people? Yeah, exactly. The one with the billionaires and they went under and then it fucking like crushed like a can of soda and everybody kind of just died, you know? And people were saying how they got lucky for like not feeling it, not needing to feel it. And you're like, nah, no, dying is a bad part. Nah, bro. Like sometimes you wish that death can come in a sudden so you wouldn't feel it. And sometimes I feel like that's mercy. Maybe they didn't want to die, obviously, but like it's merciful to die that way. Then I can eat the giant squid. You think you'd be able to eat a giant squid? You know that giant squids and like what is it like what do they call them? Giant squids and like the gigantic squids or some shit. I don't fucking remember. Their mouth are literally very hard, like not stones, but like they have like hard beaks that if they take bites out of you, it will literally leave like holes on your body that are sizes of a fist. Chat, how many bites do you think you can take from a giant squid, chat? You don't want to fuck with that. You really don't. Oh my, colossal squid. There you go. There it is. Colossal squid, exactly. And sperm whale likes to eat colossal squids, and they obviously cannot like digest their heart beak, so they actually coat it with a substance, and it becomes what is it called? Like it's a very 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 famous and important ingredient for making fragrances, right? But yeah, like colossal squid stuff. I don't know, man. Squids are scary, dude. Like kraken.
Tom found the same geometric principles occurring again and again. Evidence of Pythagorean triangles, thousands of years before Pythagoras was born. They were encoding mathematics into the landscape, using the megalithic yard as their standard unit. But these weren't just monuments, they were machines. Giant.
I die just to eat huge calamari. I don't think they taste very good. I think they taste very gunky. You know? Has the biggest dick.
Instruments built of earth and stone. Tom believed they were observatories. Sites like Callanish on the Isle of Lewis, the massive complex at Avebury. These were immense clocks and calendars. Using the megalithic yard, builders achieved perfect alignment.
Since the colossal squid is the largest, that means that it has the biggest dick too. Yeah, no. Theoretically and logistically speaking. Yeah. Well, I mean, colossal squids are not as big as sperm whales. Sperm whales is supposed to be the biggest, you know? So technically, sperm whales got the biggest dick in the world.
With the solstice sunrise, they tracked the equinoxes. Now, most people think the equinox is when day and night are the same length. Well, that's actually called the equilux, which happens a few days before. The equinox is when the center of the sun crosses the Earth's equator. Stone Age people aren't supposed to know what the equator is.
That's insane.
Some sites were precise enough to predict lunar eclipses. They even tracked the moon's maximum northern and southern positions. This is almost a 19-year cycle. This required generations of observation.
Dude, this goes into astrology, dude. I've never learned anything astrology based. The blue whale is the biggest creature on Earth. Do we actually want to watch some ocean documentaries instead of watching Proving Atlantis, chat? Because everybody's talking about colossal squids and giant squids and blue whales and the such. Do we want to do that? I don't get it when people say before it existed, but that's not really true. It did exist, just not known. Yes, we should. Danboy, what do you think? Do we want to put this on hold for now? I mean, this is interesting, but we're not talking about this. Everybody's talking about ocean stuff. Colossal squids. Oh yeah, we were gonna watch this too, chat. Oh my god, there's so many stuff. I don't mind. Chat, I don't know if you guys seen this channel before, dude. This is one of my favorite channels. Melody Sheep. Like, talk about aliens, if you guys like aliens, right? Popular. Time lapse of the future. These are long videos too. But they make some crazy stuff, right? Like, what would happen? Like, alien life, a deep time, and our place in the cosmic history. Right? Life beyond. Dude, this guy makes some of the best fucking CGI stuff. Let me show you just a little bit. I don't know if we want to fucking watch the entire goddamn thing, you know? Sponsored by Protocol Lab. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And it's true. It's true. Arthur C. Clarke. In the search of alien life, finding even a tiny microbe would be historic. We don't have necessarily the technology to do that yet. That's why when we're talking about alien lives, it's like, oh, big-headed, big eye, googly eye motherfuckers, you know? But it's not necessarily true. Right? Look at the fucking CGI made by this guy, chat. One-man team, chat, I think. At least back then it was. Look at that. This guy makes some of the most beautiful fucking CGI, you know, like videos. How the fuck does he do it? How the fuck does he do this? That is insane. I've always wanted to show you guys this channel, dude. Oh my god. But then obviously we're not gonna watch like 42 minutes of this shit, you know, obviously. We're gonna watch something else. right? We were talking about like colossal squids. I was actually searching it up too, chat. God damn. Imagine that. Wait, there's a live observation?
Although humans have known of the colossal squid, Mesonicoteuthis...
Does this look AI to you, chat? No, it's Schmidt Ocean Institute, chat. Holy shit.
Hamiltoni since 1925. This is the first confirmed live observation of one in its natural habitat.
When did this come out? 2 weeks ago? No fucking way, dude. The first observation, live observation of colossal squids. Holy shit, dude. Didn't realize that we got this shit. This happened 2 weeks ago. When did this happen? 30 centimeter long. Pilots filmed a young 30 centimeter. Oh man, it's just it's not that big, chat. It's like, you know, like thigh high, yay high type little squid swimming around. Cephalopod. 600 meter near South Sandwich Island. Dude, this is a small colossal squid. My bad, chat. Not a big one.
Researchers filmed the young colossal squid at nearly 600 meters depth near the South Sandwich Islands. The young glass squid hovers steadily as its transparent body rotates slowly, providing excellent views of the slender internal organs and large, highly reflective, iridescent eyes. Pairs...
What are you doing if this swims up to you?
Okay. All we've got to worry about now is it biting its way out.
Fuck that!
We got the fish, we got the fish.
The river monster. Dude, I remember this fish scale is so hard that you can't really like puncture it. You have to like remove it one by one. I saw people like try to stab it with a knife, like it fucking bounces off. It's crazy.
Nah, those teeth.
Oh my god, fuck that.
That will just take lumps out of other fish. It will take lumps out of crocodiles even. And there are stories well documented of that taking lumps out of people. Wow. There we go. Oof. What a freshwater monster this thing is.
Now we have the technology to be able to sit on top of it. What if we didn't back then in like the prehistoric time, dude? That'd be fucked, dude. Imagine the stuff that we would find in the water. We would never be king of the planet. You know, I don't think we'd ever have the chance to develop enough in order to take over the planet if it wasn't. Honestly, like it's insane though. Look at this. What the fuck, dude? It's got shark teeth. Are we not gonna play any games tonight? Are we gonna play any games tonight? Probably not tonight, chat, unfortunately. This might be a next week thing. We might play this next week, chat. I'm not feeling playing a lot of video games tonight. I haven't eaten anything yet and not a lot of energy. But then talking is just very energy consuming too, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That thing lives in a river, not even the ocean. Exactly. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's the Amazon, though. You know, Amazon's got a deep, deep, deep river. I'm not gonna lie.
What I'm looking at here is the ultimate piranha. Those teeth, just like a piranha's, triangular, sharp blades down the side, and they interlock. They interlock almost like scissors. They will just cut a lump out.
Oh my god, dude, I don't want to fuck with that. Hell no, dude. Do not mess with it, chat. Do not mess with it. Well, we saw a colossal squid. You have to go deeper. You have to go down to like 4,000 feet in order to see an actual giant one. That's the crazy part. We have to find an alien, jerk it off, and get his sperm, and make an alien mix with human, and that would be sick. You are... There are plenty of movies about that, chat. You can just go and watch those. Largest sea creature size comparison. Okay, just a small fish. Okay, a little too slow, chat. Do we want to go back to proving Atlantis, chat? I don't think that actually worked, though. What do you mean? I want to make it happen in real life. What do you want to make happen in real life? I'm a little confused, chat. Here, maybe we'll keep watching this one.
This is a video about she and supply chain that have.
Yeah, this video I kind of want to watch too. Just maybe not today. Save. Watch later. Yes, sir. We'll watch this maybe like next week or some shit. But we've already started on this video. So maybe we'll go back to watching a little bit of Proving Atlantis, chat. Do we want to do that? The alien sperm with the human? You're nasty, chat. Y'all nasty. Yeah. Try with animal first. I think you would try with like a chimpanzee first, chat. Wouldn't you do that? Would you do that? That's nasty, dude. Mix your sperm with the egg of chimpanzee. Why are we talking about shit? Okay, chat. You know, one of the biggest thing is that we keep asking ourselves if we can do it, but we don't stop and ask ourselves if we should do it. Chat, should we start mixing sperms of a human with chimpanzees? No, we fucking shouldn't. Exactly. It'd be pretty fucking gross, chat. Let's not do something that we should not do just because we can. Chat, there are a lot of things that we can do. Doesn't mean that we should go ahead and do it. Yes, we should. Shut the fuck up, pizza boy. Oh my god. This is an ultimate nightmare creature. I want to see this. Sea lamprey. River monsters. The sea lamprey. North America. Yo, this shit.
To spill blood for a prehistoric vampire. The sea lamprey.
Oh, I've seen this thing, dude. I do not like it.
There's suction, but there's something sharp going on as well.
I do not like that.
Getting stuck in there. Oh.
Is he gonna take a chunk out?
Enough. It has to come off.
It's biting. And it's sucking.
That is hard to get off. That is hard. That is hard to get off.
Oh, it's off. It gave him a hickey though. It gave my guy a hickey. With bite marks. Hickey with bite marks. Giant leech? No, it's not. It kind of is. I'm not gonna lie. It tried to suck the blood out of this motherfucker. Don't know if you're gonna get anything out of it. Feels like it's injecting shit into your blood. It scares me a little bit. I would rather fight a shark than a swarm of this. Oh no, you wouldn't. Have y'all seen that kid?
That feels a bit sore. I mean, these things are like aquatic vampires.
Oh my god. Look at those teeth, man.
Yeah.
Hell no, bro.
I think I've seen and felt enough.
Hells nah. Hells nah. College kid jumps from cruise. I don't. Have y'all seen this, chat? This guy a year ago. This was a year ago. No, 6 years ago. No, this guy. Yeah, y'all seen some stupid ass shit, dude. This guy, I think it was some like truth or dare. They're in like shark infested water, like miles from shore, and I think somebody dared him to jump into the water.
This kid jumped off. Oh my god. Oh.
And we saw something in the water.
That shit.
Stupid ass college kids, chat. $18-year-old. Oh no, this is a high school graduation. It's dumbass high school kids, not college kids. Damn. That's crazy, dude. He was never found, by the way, chat. Don't do stupid shit like this, okay? Don't be jumping into no water like this, you know what I'm saying? Some crazy ass stuff, man. What is this? Friendly fire has been enabled.
Oh, jeez. We got a little friendly fire going on here. So she's obviously doing an event. Pro-Palestine protesters.
Damn rip shark bait. Exactly, dude. He jumped out in the middle of nowhere while the ship is moving in shark infested water. It's I don't know. People are very smart sometimes, you know. See bare ass. it doesn't matter. It's gone. His dick's gonna get ripped apart regardless if he's bare ass or not, you know? Get the good part. It sounds like something I would do because I'm a dumbass. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Oof. What do we got here? Friendly fire going on.
Just are crashing the town hall. Yep, here we go.
Really hard to defend and what you're doing about the genocide in Gaza.
What?
Now, I'm not going to say the race of the doctor.
Twitch? It's a joke. She's whiter than Asman, who hasn't seen the light of the sun in 11.5 years.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck's going on?
You see what this is, gentlemen? This is a caterpillar Karen. In 15 or so years, she's going to be screaming at the baristas at Starbucks. Sure.
That's insane. Why would people do that at a town hall? Why are you being filmed? Everything, every one of these are fucking public records.
It's a lovely day for
Oh no, Steve-O!
It's a lovely day for a swim in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh no.
I'm Steve-O,
Oh
and
no.
this is the fish hook.
Oh fuck, dude. Oh my god. Well, Steve-O always doing the craziest fucking shit, man. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bro. I mean, that's not even it, dude. He still has to jump into the water, by the way. Pain is just an illusion, motherfuckers. My god. They're like, yeah, no, let me help you through. Oh my god, it went through.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god, chat. What the hell? This is what the kids was trying to recreate? No way. No way, bro.
Yeah, it looks great.
You guys got to jump into the water.
All right, cast me out, goddammit. Now it's time for some man fishing. Oh, the hammer is right there. Oh my god. Thank God we brought Manny to make sure sharks would show up.
Oh, god damn, dude. Oh, they're coming for him. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to mess with that. Oh, it's coming. It's coming for you.
I can't believe I'm fishing for sharks. The Steve-O is my bait. It's like a dream come true.
That is insane, dude. And these stunts that Steve-O does is insane. Oh, he's got a white tiger shark. That's a tiger shark, I think. I don't even know, Chad. I don't like sharks, Chad. Oh! Oh, kick the shit out of that thing, dude. Oh, that makes you sick? No, that makes me sick too, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. When they made a dinosaur out of one of the guy's dick. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. You don't remember? Oh, you have to watch the movie, dude. You have to watch the movie. I'll send it in chat just for you to see. Okay, you can't. Nothing inappropriate on Twitch stream, chat. I don't get banned or nothing, you know? Damn, that's crazy. Steve-O's crazy, man.
It's never been shown on YouTube.
Imagine working here, chat. Yeah, it looks pretty clean to me.
I am at a village where local people call Shein Village because here are where hundreds of Shein's manufacturers are located. Today, my brother and I are gonna.
Ah, I see. Just don't open it, salty. Okay. No, don't. You can't link random shit like this. Not even almost getting eaten by a shark, but the piercing the fish hook is so disgusting. Yeah, that looks like it hurts, man. If you don't treat that fucking thing, it's gonna get infected.
Gonna go inside this village and hopefully to capture some footage of Shein's extensive supply chain.
Back in 2022, Shein was questioned about its labor violation in its supply chain.
$2 fucking, Chad.
In China. Shein then pledged 15 million over 3 to 4 years to upgrade its supply chain, aimed to ensure ethical practice and improve the welfare of workers.
How ethical can you really be, Chad? Dude, I don't even know what to watch anymore, Chad. Do we want to... This video is a little bit too long. We did watch a little bit of it, but then I don't know why he's not getting to the point. Hold on, Chad. Let me check my phone real quick. Okay. Alright, Chad. Yes, I also remember them playing ping pong with him.
An incredibly precise measurement. The megalithic yard wasn't arbitrary. It wasn't...
I want the undercover one. Oh, you want to watch that? This one, Chad? This is going to be the last video, and after we finish this, I think we're going to head off to... I'm going to have to head off and cook some food, eat. Am I going to hell for laughing at this? If you're asking yourself that question, the answer probably is yes, most of the time, if I'm being honest. This one's boring, it's slow pace. Yeah, I was actually expecting something about Atlantis, and then they started talking about cubic yards and stuff. Oh! Oh my god, I feel bad for this dog. Fucking ran right into it. That's insane. he went, oh my god. It fucking hurt. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, chat. Let's actually watch the undercover video, and we're all going to hell together. Yeah, no, I'll meet you there, chat. I'll meet you there. No worries. At least we got some friends on the way. Let's watch this one, and then we'll finish. We'll watch this one next week, chat. Let's do that. Let's do that. This one is a long one, though. 10 minutes. Well, not that long. But we're about to find out. I went undercover at Shane's factory village.
This is a video about Shein's supply chain that has never been shown on YouTube.
Yeah. The question is, how is Shane being run? Is it being run like Amazon, where different people are able to post what they want to sell on there? The Shane video looks good. Yeah, let's take a look at this. You're not that long. Yep.
I am at a village where local people call Shein Village because here are where hundreds of Shein's manufacturers are located. Today, my brother and I are going to go inside this village and hopefully to capture some footage of Shein's
supply chain.
Back in 2022, Shein was questioned about its labor violation in its supply chain here in China. Shein then pledged 15 million over 3 to 4 years to upgrade its supply chain, aimed to ensure ethical practice and improve the welfare of workers. Despite these efforts, Shein continues to be questioned over labor practices, including...
Okay, what do you expect if you want to buy cheap clothes, chat? Like at a certain point. Child labor is kind of crazy though. Didn't think that was gonna happen again.
Concerns about forced labor and working conditions within its extensive supply chain. About 2 years has...
Can you illegal kill somebody with permission? No, you cannot. The Shane video, I know it's bad, but I love Shane. So cheap and cute clothes. Exactly. Everybody loves that place.
Let's see how Shein is doing with this commitment.
Nanchun Village.
This
Boss
village is
Sun
called
Wen.
Nanchun, located in Panyu District, Guangzhou.
Oh shit, it's actually in a manufacturing district in China. Interesting.
In southern China and home to Shein.
Probably speak
headquarters.
Cantonese.
It has been reported that there are more than 500 large and small manufacturers in the village working for Shein.
Oh, they outsource it to a bunch of other people. So they do sell their own designs just to other people to make them, is all.
I do not...
Sometimes it doesn't feel cheap though. Huh, interesting. Well, just because it's made in China doesn't mean that it's bad quality, chat, you know? And there are I think there are some type of quality assurance that happens within the Shane company, you know? And also like it's a China-based company, so their headquarters is actually in China.
Our work for Shein and I'm not a journalist. I'm just a YouTuber who happened to live around this area. And I'm curious to see if labor violations still exist, and if so, why is still a problem that has not been solved.
Let's take a look, chat. Exactly like luxury bags, exactly. They are also made very cheaply,
These
right?
500
Like, I think somebody made a video on saying how, like, you know, like Gucci bags cost like $160 in material, but you pay like 30x the price just because it's designed by them and the brand name. I know everyone in that village by looking fly as fuck if they're working in clothing factory, for real, dude. I'm pretty sure some of them are gonna be free too. Dude was in a clone shirt just then.
Form a highly responsive
Looking hella
supply
clean.
chain that meets all of Shein's need for its on-demand small batch production model. From design and fabric sourcing to production and packaging, the entire process can take as little as a few hours.
What?
Shein has been widely criticized for poor working conditions, excessive hours, and low wages. Today, I want to explore this issue further.
Oh, they make a lot of money
Walking
though.
through the village, we could see lots of hiring information. I spotted a job board packed with openings in garment production, with people regularly scanning it for full-time or contract roles. We met a worker in the industry who shared insights about the pay rates for some of the hiring positions.
It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. Oh, you need like a manager. People who are like trainers, you know. Not bad actually. 85 divided by like 6 or 7, I think. Yeah, the prices is not bad.
他是这样子的，他的寄件的，他把工资都写得很高，但是包月的呢，他敢不敢写这么高的？包月的他就不敢写这么高了。
他寄件的话，他是多少钱一件？
这个不一定的，寄件的要看衣服那个。
看衣服。
嗯。
他有那个底薪吗？
没有。
都没有底薪啊？
像那个你看纸浆、车板，还有那个杂工，这些都是包月的。他1万到1万3，基本工资就可能就是。
Chat, you gotta understand. It says like, oh, like just like janitors, right? $5,500 is a lot of money in China, especially in a village like this. Chat.
7000到8500的话，我估计就是7000。我们在外面租这个的话，基本上都差不多就1万2、3的包月的。
那个纸浆有1万2、3。
你看他这个才写个1万到1万3，然后你看他凭这写的那么高，你看就这个写的就。
Yeah, a couple thousand.
Just based on what he has experienced, the actual pay rates might be lower than stated.
都有8500左右，他才7000到8500。
I also documented the working environments, which
yeah, okay. The understated rate are happening everywhere though, chat. You know, like it is what it is.
Large factories.
Look at the factories.
Family-run workshops.
That's crazy. All of them. Every single one of them take business from Shein.
To be honest, these conditions may not seem pleasant, but they represent the industry standard for garment manufacturing in China.
It's pretty normal, you know.
To better understand suppliers and worker compensation structures, I interviewed a factory owner in Dongguan, China, a personal connection who had previously been approached by Shein.
I speak Cantonese. He says he sees him once a year.
没有做。他们也没有找你做。有朋友介绍，但是我没做。但是那个叫做吸音的话，它快法，它单量大，还有那个其实利润很少，因为我只有3到5块的利润。如果是我自己做的话，这种做3到5块就亏死了。懂。就它的价格就是在不到5块钱利润，就是它所有的东西都打到底的，就是给工人多少。
对，就是他给工人的单价也是很低。
对，他给工人的单价基本上是后整，就是。
You see, I feel like that's the reason why Trump wants to put on tariffs on shit. But the problem is, I don't think the tariffs is gonna help much because at the end of the day, we are the people who pays the tariffs. Those who are working overseas are still gonna be getting paid the same amount, you know, just because it's not gonna help. Nothing's gonna help, chat. Stream's almost over. Yeah, I gotta eat, chat. I gotta eat dinner. Man.
If it's my impression that Shein pushes for the lowest possible prices during negotiation to maintain its competitive edge, Because competition in the Chinese market is harsh, suppliers have little choice but to do what Shein requests.
Especially, she said, what, 500 different small and big sizes manufacturers, right? Like, that's a lot of competition, chat. Imagine that, right? Everybody's going to have different prices too, right?
To stay in business.
Undercutting. Everybody's undercutting. Oh, you're selling for $5, I'll sell for $4. I'll sell for $3, motherfucker. At a certain point, nobody's going to make any money.
Again today, and I want to pretend to be someone who is looking for a job and see if I can talk to anyone who actually work in the industry to get some first-hand information of how they feel about working in Shein's supply chain.
She speaks very good English.
But just to know that, like any other industry, wages in the garment manufacturing industry are based on different rules and skills required to perform the task.
Small workshop, mom and pop.
那个做计件是多少钱？4毛钱一件。
你好
No
我想问一
way.
下，这边工作真的是有1万多工资这么高吗？
网上催叫那个整个店高一点。
什么？一般5、6千，不是说都有1万多吗
He's like, you're fucking daydreaming, dude.
？OK，要不要加班啊？这边就说有1万多，我们就想来看看。那
有是有，
但要加班是不是？
可能要赚10几个小时吧。
10几个小时才有1万多。
Oh my god.
主管有吧？就是
8、9千吧。
8、9千。
Oh, that's not a
我刚
lot.
看外面招聘
For
写
managers.
16000
I thought it'd be a lot more.
很少的，1万多的。
3、400是日结吗？
It's not a job worth doing, chat.
长工，但也是计件是啊，有没有底薪啊？
Oh, but the thing is, the living standard is a lot lower. You know, like food is like $2 over there. You know.
什么底薪啊？
我刚
他妈的加班费都没有。
加班费都没有啊？
没有。
他不是计件吗？
是计件啊，没加班费啊。
计件怎么会有加班费？
对啊，就是你
自愿
做多少件多少件？
不是自愿，也有的时候也是强迫。 不加也得加，要凑。
他为什么要抢？哦，要赶出那个出单。
This worker shared that his shift runs from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., with breaks for lunch and dinner. These hours seem typical in the Shein village.
Fucking Amazon.
Dinner, my friend and I returned to film more. Many manufacturers.
Oh man, they went back to work.
Small, were still operating.
What? That's insane, dude. Whoa, they're still fucking working after dinner, dude. I don't work yet, but is that bad for getting paid for each piece? Well, it depends on how fast you can work on it. They're saying 50 cent RMB, so like maybe like 1 penny, 1 to 2 pennies. Well, actually no, like 10 cents, like a dime for one piece of clothing that you finish. And imagine how long it's going to take you to do that, chat. That's why they say there's no overtime, because it really based on how much you can freaking do, right? How fast you can pump them out.
As I film this video, I feel very conflicted. Based on Shein's website, workers in the supply chain, on average, earn more than the average wage in private sector. But Shein does not disclose how these samples are collected without knowing how many hours.
That's crazy, though.
It is hard to tell if these numbers are competitive.
But then that's also the difference between people who actually studied and work in an office, you know, setting, compared to people who never went to school, can't do much.
My conversations with people in the industry, observations of job openings, and visit other clothing manufacturing markets in the city. I would say pay rates in Shein's extensive supply chain is roughly the industry average, not significantly above.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if you're not making clothes in the States, then it's going to be cheap, and situations like this is going to happen, right? Unless you're like paying out of pocket like hundreds of dollars worth of money just to buy something that's made in like Europe or some shit. Otherwise, it's going to happen. It is what it is.
In order to earn the above average income, you would need to take extra shifts and sometimes under high pressure. conditions I have seen Shein's worker describe on Chinese social media.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Behind this phenomenon lies Shein's need to meet the demands of its rapid product turnover and tight deadlines, leading the company to turn a blind eye to these labor practices. China's massive population provides a continuous supply of low-cost labor.
You know, and also like the biggest problem is that if the person doesn't want to do it, there are plenty of motherfuckers who would come in and take their place. That's the biggest problem, chat. Because there's so many people who actually don't have a job and they would want this job if you don't want it.
Intensive industry, something Shein has capitalized on. Of course, we hope that every factory worker can work in better conditions, receive fair wages, and have reasonable working hours. However, in the fierce competition of the market, they may not have better alternatives.
The undercutting and
the consumer demand for low-cost fast fashion, Shein's need for an agile.
You can see that it's a white person in the promotional video, but the entire company is run by Chinese people. They're out here trying to make your money.
Fashion, Shein's need for an agile supply chain, and local government's pursuit of economic growth together create the environment in which this phenomenon persists.
Y'all here tricking y'all, chat.
Conflicted. I see the shadow of exploitation. But this might not just be a Shein issue.
No, of course not.
This might also be the hidden shadow behind the success of China's manufacturing boom.
All right, chat. Didn't know that Shein is so dark. Well, I don't buy shit from them. If I'm buying stuff, I'm always buying designer shit. But then I don't buy stuff that often, so if I'm spending money, it's usually like once every like 2 years. But you know, it is what it is, chat. Think about who you're buying from and how they treat their workers, chat. All right, chat. I think this is it for me. I'm tired. I gotta eat. I'm so fucking hungry too. So I'm gonna see y'all next week. Maybe Tuesday, maybe not. I don't know yet, but I'll take a look. But if not, we'll definitely have a video out on YouTube. But I appreciate everyone who's been here, man. Thank you so much. W stream, chat. W stream, and stay safe out there, chat. Stay safe out there. Let me switch over back to my face. I hope everybody have a beautiful, beautiful night, chat. What's going on? I can't buy from them anymore with the tariffs. Exactly. That's the unfortunate truth, man. Hopefully y'all have a beautiful night, man. Have a good night, chat. Have a good night. I think I overdid it. Don't know what you overdid though. But yeah. Beautiful night. I'll see y'all next week, chat. Check my YouTube. Got new videos coming in every day. Well, not every day, but y'all get it. Good night.